In my life, I've been to 3 Formula 1 race weekends. And tomorrow I'm going to my 4th. Because tomorrow we're going to Spa Grand Prix 2024. Now, when you tell people that you're going to Formula 1, they might expect something like this. Something luxurious and glamorous. That can be absolutely true, but most of us are not millionaires or famous. For most people, the reality is very different. Good morning. Mom is out here baking bread at 5 a.m. Let's go. Okay, so today is about an 800-kilometer journey to get to the racetrack. So I realized I have to explain a bare minimum for you to come for a race weekend with me. This right here is going to be a oversimplification of Formula 1. So if you already know Formula 1, skip ahead a few seconds. There are 10 teams, each with 2 drivers, making 20 cars going around the track. Now, this weekend we're going to be in Spa in Belgium. They don't always race in Belgium at all. They actually race all over the world. That is how some crazy fans end up going all the way to Japan to watch Formula 1. These 20 drivers, they compete in 2 different point systems. They either score points for the team or for the individual driver. That means they essentially score double points at all times. Something that you absolutely have to understand is this. It's the weekend schedule. It's when they race and when they don't. Friday they have 2 practices. On Saturday they have 1 more practice and a qualifier. In the qualifier they race each other to see who gets the best time. The faster the time you have, the further up front you start. Sunday is a 44-lap race. It's actually not always 44 laps, but in Belgium this weekend it's 44 laps, and that's what matters for us. Okay, I'm sorry, there was a whole lot of things to remember, and I promised it to be simple. Remember this: 10 teams, each with 2 drivers, making 20 cars going around the track 44 times, with a very important qualifier before the actual race. Vibes are everywhere. It is awesome. You made it just in time for the last 5 minutes of the second practice of the day. We essentially missed the whole day. Thank you, German traffic. Okay, we have walked 5 kilometers to get from the car all the way to here. There's a lot of hills to climb. This is intense. So we have the bronze ticket. The bronze ticket means that we don't have a fixed seat. That means that we can go around the track in designated areas to find any spot to sit or camp. Right now I'm literally sitting in the grass on like a hill. So tomorrow we're gonna have to bring some chairs so that we basically get our own seats. It's gonna be cool. We've done it before, we know there's good chances, and we know how to get the good seats. Waffle review. Honestly, that's the single best waffle I've had in my entire life. Like, it is a 10 out of 10. Okay, so here's the thing. Unless you have the Grand Prix tickets with fixed seats, the reality is that you will be ending up literally in a forest like this right now, having a hike back to the car. There are you and 100,000 other Formula 1 fans. Okay, so it's day 2. Everyone's waiting in the car for me. This is super awkward. I might be run over by my own dad in like 2 seconds. So let's go. Okay guys, just a quick reminder while I eat this mælkesnitte in Japan. It was breakfast at the hotel. Today, Saturday, we're first doing a morning practice and then an afternoon qualifier. It's been raining, it's all on grass, it's super muddy. We couldn't get in here because our tires wouldn't grip the ground. It's a great vibe, but it's also going to be a rainy, muddy day. We got the launch yesterday, so hopefully we can run in and still get some proper seats. Okay, so we are currently running to find a space to sit. Because of all the lines, it's taken an hour to walk like a kilometer or something. We managed to find a spot to sit. It's actually a very good spot. It isn't 10 out of 10, it's been like 8 out of 10. I'll show you. Right now it started raining, so me and Minnie, we are unfortunately putting on the ponchos. This is the next step. Our spot. My view. So the race is officially going now. It's freaking amazing. Like, it's raining, there's a lot of people, it's hot. You're sticking to your raincoat. It doesn't matter. Once the race starts, you forget all about that, and all you see is that. See a car, it's a pure engineering marvel. I love it. Aww. Okay, today's really one of those days where the reality of a Formula 1 event shows itself. Now it's been raining for, I don't know, 6 hours. Everything has been either cancelled or delayed. Meaning that right now we're just sitting outside in the rain. We don't even know if they're gonna race today. So we're just keeping up the spirit or while we're waiting to know if they're actually gonna drive again today. Yeah, we're crossing our fingers. Let's see what happens. Our race spirit was almost ended by this sad uncooked burger for €10. Okay, I think you have to be aware of that they try to force you to not use real money, but use the type of coin system. So you don't actually realize how much money you're spending. They introduced that for each single purchase you make, it was also say the equivalent in euros. So despite you actually going up there and spending some weird amount of coin that doesn't really mean anything to you, they do also note what euro it is. And I kind of like that, because then you don't just aimlessly pay endless money for a single drink. Could be a lot worse. The food, however, take that later. There's finally hope! It's clearing up in the sky. Okay, so an hilarious thing right now is actually how rainy it's been. I've basically been out swimming, but not really. It's raining so much. And all of us have these like water puddles on the chair. So yeah, we were soaking wet. For the first time, it's not raining and we can just sit here, chill. And day 2 is looking up. We just got a front row seat because 2 people left. They thought it was going to get cancelled. And yeah, we're still in the belief that there will be some racing. Right now, the only thing we've seen for the last probably hour is a tractor trying to blow dry the track. I don't think I'm going to say dry, I just think it's attempting to do less wet. Okay, so this is not me showing off that I'm at Formula 1 and I can watch the app and the TV at the same time. This is me actually using the app to see the different timings of different cars. When you're on the track, you get to experience the engine noises, the vibe, the atmosphere. You really get to be there. But what you don't get is to understand the racing. You do not know who's on first, second or third place. You don't understand any of that. So everyone end up using these different apps to actually understand and interpret what you see in front of you. So half the time you'll be looking at your phone, and on the other half you actually see the cars drive around. The rain is back on. Let's see if they get to finish the race. Okay, so good morning on the last day. This is now day 3. It's 6 AM. Remember, today is all about getting the right spot. That's why we're skipping breakfast and everything despite being so hungry. Never mind, we found these bad boys at a tank station. Okay, so right now we are running to the track. We let the old man behind because they're slowing us down. We can't have any of that energy around. Okay, so our strategy of arriving a bit earlier is not going well. As of right now, I have absolutely no idea if we're gonna get a seat. Emilio hasn't seen me yet, but he's right up here on this hill. How do you get up there? Okay, we are doing. Yeah. Can you just get a round of applause for me running ahead and actually getting a spot? So the idea of the spot is that we can see the corner down there, see one screen down there, and we can see 2 right there. So seeing the screens matters quite a lot to be a part of the event. Right now we're still waiting for the 2 old people. Okay, and one of the great things about going to a race day in, for example, Spa, is the fact that there are other races. So right now we are watching Formula 3, okay, and the race is off. We can hear them going, we can't see them. That's the screen. Oh, here they come. Okay, so I'm zooming so far in right now. Just for reference, let me try and zoom out. Yep. Okay. Yep, there we go. I am kilometers away from the actual track, but hey, here we are. Okay, so if you're not gonna come early, you might as well bring a ladder. I kinda like this. Okay, but how in the world was he allowed to bring this inside? Do you think he just snuck it in here? See, so this is why I want to screen. You can actually see right now what is going on. We can see there's a safety car and we understand why the race is actually slowing down. Don't worry, the guy seems okay. He just feels like he's spun a little bit. Okay, so this is what a safety round looks like. It's basically where everyone's driving slow behind a safety car to make sure every driver keeps the same position before and after the safety car starts. Okay, there's another round of safety car right now. And the safety car is back again. It is probably what now the 3rd time safety car has been on. This race keeps starting and then just having like 1 or 2 laps and then back to safety car. And they found a winner. So we see the schedule right here today. We just arrived in time for Formula 3. Next up is Formula 2 in 45 minutes-ish. And then it's just a full day of racing. Okay, sitting here and recording everything in public all the time with so many people around, it's definitely anxiety provoking. Like I have never done it before. Yeah, social anxiety is definitely maxing out today. Now, for the next race, I want to quickly introduce our spot. The lounge, the doorstep, the cliff, my viewing spot. Okay, so in case you're wondering what my shirt is and who I'm cheering for today, it's this guy. He's the only Danish person there. And if you come from a country as small as Denmark, you better cheer for someone who actually makes it all the way to Formula 1. So, good job, dude. Let's see how it goes today. So today, Mini and I decided to take a 5-kilometer walk, basically a mini hike, to try and get some different food. And when you go to the fan zone, the area is a complete different vibe. There are concerts everywhere, they sell proper drinks, and the difference in food, don't even get me started. I mean, just look at this. The food here is way better compared to the sad burger yesterday. I can highly recommend to take that mini hike and actually get some better food. Finally, we are back. Okay, so if you're new to Formula 1, this one might be a little bit surprising. Here we see all the drivers on a truck going through a parade to say hello to the crowd and sponsors. Yes, this is the exact same thing that they did in the Hunger Games, and yes, everyone loves it. After an 11-hour drive, after getting up at 5 a.m, we are finally ready for the race, and they're off. Okay, so these two guys are having the time of their life on top of this trash can. That's another method, standing in a wheelchair. Doesn't seem dangerous at all. Okay, things are getting tense here as the two teammates of Mercedes seems like battling for the first place. Or the team has decided who will take the win. The team tell their drivers, give up the position and let the other guy win. People have packed their bags, but they're still standing looking because this is really close. People have already started running, either to get to the car or to go see the trophy. Okay, the amount of people who's standing on their chairs are insane. These guys, they might really trust their stairs. And we're on last lap. Okay, and immediately after the race, we are now packing. Good luck getting out. We're estimating an hour. We're running on the track. The vibe is a little bit manic, so I love it. Everyone is just jumping down now. A bit of a domino effect here. Okay, so even the marshals are not stopping them. Okay, seeing the amount of people who are actually taking this walk, I totally regret not going down there. It's also part of the reality of Formula 1 in Spa. Everything is muddy and dirty. Looking down my own shoes, I can highly recommend not to bring white shoes. Yeah, so you fought the drama within the race. Well, so did I, but I was also very wrong. See, the parking lot was muddy. It was actually so muddy and everything was so inclined that no one could get out. Right here we are helping a stranger trying to get his car out. Okay, running back to the car. Okay, there's a slight chance we also might be stuck. You guys, thank you. Yeah, that is part of the reality. Also ATVs driving around here, just catching up people. On the way out the parking lot, we saw multiple cars crashing into each other. And among these cars was, of course, our friend in the red Alfa Romeo that we just helped push out. It only took 1 hour to get out the parking lot, which was kind of surprising to see that it took about the same on race day as it is on qualifier day with so much rain and so many people already leaving. Okay, so thank you for staying with me all the way till here. And I want to just conclude on what we experienced together. Social media portrays Formula 1 like this extremely glamorous and luxurious event. And it absolutely can be, if you pay more than $10,000. For the rest of us, it's a race festival. And I call it a race festival because, as you saw, there are so many concerts and events, especially in Spa. It's just something to it. Everyone's just hyped, excited, and just happy to be there. It doesn't matter if they have the bronze ticket or the VIP plus ticket. It's actually not called VIP plus, but you get what I mean. So if you set your expectations for this glamorous, luxurious Formula 1 event that you see on social media, you will probably be a bit disappointed unless you pay more than $10,000. On the other hand, if you set your expectations that it's going to be a race festival, well, I'm pretty sure you're going to be quite happy then, because your expectations meet the reality and you're going to have an amazing weekend. If you made it all the way here till the end, thank you very, very much. It is the first longer video that I ever do. There'll be a lot more videos coming. I can give